Did John Cena walk out in the WWE? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the General Jerry channel. And ladies and gentlemen, this is good news for me, because I hate John Cena, and all the John Cena fans, they're crying, they're bitching, they're moaning, they're like, oh god, John Cena left, it's gonna be bad for the ratings, oh god. Listen, here's a fun fact for you: the ratings were already bad when John Cena was there, so for any morons out there that are basically saying because John Cena's left that the ratings are gonna dramatically drop, it won't dramatically drop because John Cena's away. It's going to dramatically drop because the storylines are absolute bullshit. Bullshit! And let's get in here. Let's not waste any time. We have two sources here right now, and it gives us full information. I want to get into the foundation of this story, and then I'll also be giving you an update right now. So, we're just going to be checking out. But yeah, apparently John Cena is not leaving because of an injury. He has actually requested time off months ago. And a lot of people are in massive discussion about this right now. So let's get into it. The WWE Backstage has been buzzing with speculation about John Cena's upcoming time off. PW Insider is reporting. Several superstars have reached out to Cena and checked that he is okay, but he has insisted he is fine. Cena has told his members of staff, whatever you want to call them, or his friends or whatever, that everyone finds out why he is temporarily leaving. They will see it is a good thing. And I know why, because I have the news, I have the main information, because nobody else has that information, and I do, because I have the inside information. I'll be giving it to you at the very end here, but let's get into some of these reports, because I know the real reason why John Cena's left. The report adds that the time off isn't linked to an injury, as I previously said, and Nikki Bella is not a factor. There's been one rumor that Cena and Nikki are getting married, but that's not going to happen, because John Cena doesn't want to get tied down. Matter of fact, out of all the things about John Cena, that's actually one thing I respect, that he doesn't want to get married, believe it or not. But anyway, Cena asked for a November time off earlier in the summer and is scheduled to leave after Hell in a Cell. His return is currently penciled in for December 26th house show at Madison Square Garden. He'll undoubtedly be a big loss to WWE, especially the recent bad ratings that have been happening on Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll actually doing a pre-show for Raw, and me and Jamie, and as well as others, are going to be discussing this in massive detail. A lot of you want my opinion on it, and I'll be going hard at this about the poor ratings, because I have a lot to fucking say about it. But so this is a big loss, according to what some people are saying. Personally, for me, it's not a loss, and I can tell you the real reason why. But we have another update here. John Cena asked for WWE time off several months ago. The Wrestling Insider newsletter reports that he's been advertised for November events coming up recently, but that was an error in WWE's part for failing to update listings. They knew he was going to be leaving, and he isn't like he's suddenly made a demand for time off. The fact is that a long-term plan for him to take time off. It provides that it isn't related to an injury. He's scheduled to be away from WWE and Hell in a Cell, so he'll be leaving after Hell in a Cell when it goes off air. And he isn't advertised to return in December 26th, date at Madison Square Garden. The official explanation to the Wrestling Insider is that he has taken time off due to personal reasons. He'll be missing several important dates, including Survivor Series, TLC, etc., etc., etc. So, there is two reasons why he's leaving. First of all is the personal reasons. We don't know what them reasons are, and I think we should respect his privacy. Regardless of what I think of John Cena, I think we should respect his privacy. Maybe it's something to do with family. Maybe it's a family member that's sick. Anything could happen. But the real reason why he's taking time off is because WWE needs to look to the future. They can't rely on John Cena to save them again and again and again and again and again. WWE is fully aware that even with Cena as a champion, as Cena as the United States champion, the ratings are still dropping. For these people to turn around and say that John Cena is in the, just because John Cena's on Raw, the ratings are going to go through the roof, hell no. Okay, the ratings have been down ever since John Cena has stepped foot in the WWE, and regardless of some people that might be biased in this regard, but ever since the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era, ratings dropped straight after that. And why was that? Because they pushed Cena as the main star. Regardless of what you think, and some people may say, well, you're just typically bashing Cena or whatever, the facts is the facts. John Cena is not relatable. He's not a relatable character. Okay, so let's get into the second reason why he's leaving. The second reason why he's leaving is because they want to push the other stars. Dean Ambrose has not really had a proper push yet. Roman Reigns has still to hold a championship. And Seth Rollins, they may try and de-push him. He might lose in some shape or form and then have a feud against Triple H at some point. So what they're trying to do is look at your Dean Ambrose and your Roman Reigns and the other stars like Kevin Owens, etc., and trying to give them more of a push rather than relying on the part-timers. And I think that is a good news if they actually do that, because what WWE says and what WWE does are two completely different things. But the fact of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, is that WWE desperately need to get these new stars over, because if they don't, what happens if John Cena's old? What happens if Brock Lesnar gets too old? What happens when The Undertaker retires? What happens with these other part-timers? Chris Jericho properly retires. You know, all these other part-time wrestlers. What's going to happen? No one's going to be invested in these new stars. And that's what they're doing, a transition. The last transition we really seen of this was, remember they were pushing Edge, John Cena, and other people, and they were against your Chris Benoit's and your Eddie Guerrero's, and they were facing them. It was almost the new generation versus the current generation. They're trying to do that. The problem is, though, is when John Cena's there, John Cena likes to bury young talent. Other reason is because they want Finn Balor to get over. And if Finn Balor comes down the ring, he competes against John Cena for the United States Championship. If Finn Balor beats John Cena, he's going to look weak. John Cena's going to look weak. And then if John Cena beats Finn Balor's going to look weak. I mean, you got to look at Kevin Owens and what they did with him. What they've done with many other, like Sami Zayn, etc. What they've done with these new NXT stars is they've gotten over in NXT. But when they go to the main roster, and I say main roster because in my personal opinion, NXT is the main roster, regardless of your opinion. But John Cena, it's a good thing he's left. And, you know, you always have the John Cena people. They're always at John Cena's dick. They're always like, oh, I love you, John Cena. Please stay, please stay. You know, these grown men that are probably 40 years of age that are loving John Cena. You know, seriously, these people are, well, there's something wrong with their heads. But the fact of the matter is, John Cena leaving is good. You know, Tyrone Magnus, my fellow reactor, Tyrone Magnus is jumping for joy, and he is happy about this, as well as all my fans on the General Jerry, because real men don't support John Cena. Anyway, guys, this is General Jerry on the General Jerry channel, signing out.